Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Kien Leong. Okay, currently I'm studying in ISD University of Cambodia, and I'm taking the course of Masters in Business Administration. Okay, today I will do a brief interview with you. Okay, about behavioral problem organization. Okay, so we will do a recording for my coursework purpose.
Yes.
Okay, all the recording will be kept safely to ensure the privacy and confidentiality for your site.
Okay, understand.
Okay, so our recording will be seen by our lecturers only, or by my lecturers only. Okay, so the reason of recording is I have to hand out my assignment, okay, as the recording as an assignment for my coursework.
I see.
Okay, so now that I have told you about myself, okay, and I would like you to tell me about yourself. Okay, can you tell me your name, okay, and what you do?
Yes, okay. Thanks, Lau, for giving the opportunity. You can address me as Jason Leong Chikin.
Yep.
Currently, I'm working as a finance manager in Starwood Hotels and Resorts, Sdn Bhd.
Okay, so can you tell me more about your work?
As my work as a finance manager, I handle our daily operations, as in our daily payments and receivables, which I have in which incurred in our daily operations. At the same time, my upstream line will be my reporting to my regional director of finance of Southeast Asia, whereby I will do a monthly reporting in the way of our P&L, our budget forecast, and also I have to report to my hotel chains in my company. There are 10 hotel chains attached with my company, whereby every month I will do reporting on the expenses item which has been incurred, especially in our travel expenses budget to the hotels, each of them every month.
Oh, okay. Okay, so do you work with your do you have any subordinates under you?
Yes, I have two subordinates. One will be handling payroll, and the other one will be a finance executive, whereby the person handles our monthly closing of my accounts, as in the person will do general ledger postings, verifications of our invoices received, maybe from our vendors and also from our staffs, to make sure that everything is properly verified and then is accounted for. And after all, I will be handed over to my side as a reviewer, and then process the payment to the vendors and my employees' claims.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so let's talk about your company. Can I know more about your company?
Sure. My company is a global MNC company, whereby the head office is in US, which is under Starwood Hotels and Resort Private Limited, and it was branch in Malaysia under which is the company I'm handling as a finance manager, which is Starwood Hotels and Resort SCA at Sdn Bhd. Basically, my company is handling some sort of a sales cluster representing 10 hotels in Malaysia. Sales cluster as in we handle the performance revenue indicator for our 10 hotels, in the way that our rooms revenue, because we sell our rooms, our event halls, and also our meeting function rooms, catering to our government bodies in Malaysia, accounting bodies, and so corporate hotels, and so our corporate companies in Malaysia. Generally, these are the three main streams revenue that contributed to my company them really a lot. And also my company just handle providing consultation services in the way that how do we increase our sales, as in consult to each hotels to push our sales budget to keep our sales budget every month.
Oh, yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so today I will go into our main topic. Okay.
Okay.
I would like to talk about organizational behavior. Okay. Have you heard of the phrase organizational behavior?
Sure, that is. Yes.
Okay. What do you understand about the phrase? Okay.
The phrase basically to my understanding would be something like the working environment which is set in the organization either will be based on individual or group. As in, these are the something like environment that will determine the person's job performance, job commitment, and so the job key setting goals to achieve the company's target. Maybe like a yearly target or quarterly target.
Okay. So, okay, when we talk about working environment, okay, do you believe that working environment will influence working behavior or your organizational behavior?
Mm, I would say definitely yes, because we as a human, we are very sensitive to environment, and then the environment affects our mood, our our I would say that our enthusiasm to commit to work every day, to come to work, and so to perform what it requires to the company. It so like it's like I would say that it's like a work habit that the person whether the person able to perform or so whether to learn everything from the company at the same time to contribute the technical skills required that will generate the company's performance in.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Okay, so okay, when we talk about organizational behavior or organizational behavior,
Yeah.
or short form it is
OB.
OB. Okay, so in your opinion, okay, how can OB contribute to your management team?
OB, it will somehow contribute in my management team in a way that it sets the sometimes it's like a role model and will portrays how does the company um, represent itself to the public. As in the public, whenever I see that this company has a good OB behavior, and they will look up somehow they have look up as a this company has some qualities and also have some maybe a good corporate governance in the way that they manage their staffs well, they manage they are really concerned of their company's performance, and whether they will lead the company to a further growth or not. At the same time, it reflects how when the person joins the company, whether the person able to learn to develop their, I would say that maybe learning curve for a person to achieve in life, and that's why it's very important for a good management to have a good OB to to deliver whatever it takes for the company, especially to achieve a revenue whereby I believe each company they want to have a good revenue every year.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, so do you believe that leadership is important? Value of like in OB leadership is it important for you for to influence the whole employee for the company?
Yes, leadership is to me is something like a core like a basic thing that leads to a good management, also maybe a good OB. A good leader will be able to coach and also to determine and also to highlight what are the strengths and the weaknesses of employee in the way that if the person is a good leadership, naturally the person has a good coaching, we will be able to coach the employee well to develop their talent and also to identify their talent in a way that it's like a two-way leadership learning skills. As in, I don't believe in learning one way from. I mean, as in we only we teach the employees, but then at the same time we have to have a good feedback
Yeah.
on how do we want to improve our us as a leader, as a management. So it's like we tend to get a feedback from our staffs on how does the latest generation um, maybe they are what do they expect in the current market to us as a management.
Okay. So, in your opinion, what is or what are the key topics in OB of your company?
I'm picking up topics from the OP.
Key topics means like the important parts for like to instill good OB in your company. So what you have to take care of?
I would say that a good corporate governance and so a good ethics to instill in each but staffs. As in, as one good corporate governance will be on the company's role on having a good set of code of conducts that will bring it as like a some sort of like a guideline to all the staff to adhere the such policies and also such um, rules that they have in the company so that everyone in the company will follow the company's policy to behave well and also to perform what it takes. That this company really means it when they want to achieve their goals, and also what they need from the employees to contribute to the company. At the same time, as for ethics, it will be mostly on each of the employees' role in developing and also maintaining and practicing um, a good ethics, which is also more like a disciplinary on the employees to how do they carry themselves, whether outside of the office and also in the office. As in, this will really prevent the company having maybe a downfall in the way that bankruptcy or maybe there's a scandal involved in the company. With this good ethics and also good corporate governance, I believe it's like a more like a good safeguards and so a good safekeeper to to avoid the company from um, exposing themselves in the which is the weakness that will tarnish the company's maybe reputation or performance.
So what do you think about work behavior? Is it important for OB?
For work behavior, yes, it will be very important. So work behavior is I was seeing that how does the employee um, perform to the company in a way that mostly I would see that it's like a job commitment of a company, sorry, of the employee to commit themselves to the company. As in, it's like how do they behave in when they want to perform their work, as in a way they want to when there's a given report deadline that's set for the staff to deliver in time. This is something that it's like a team spirit between the management and the employee. When we set to deliver within 1 day, and the company, I mean, as in the employee managed to deliver such in 1 day, and the management can do their part as in report such figure and also to maybe like a it's like a regional for regional finance area. We have everything is bounded by our deadline. If the if the employee manage to deliver in the 1 day, and then we are able to at the same time in top stream, we are able to deliver such performance to our regional as which involves maybe Southeast Asia, maybe Asian countries and Europe and US. It's something that's like when we work as a team together, which everything comes from our employee. At the same time, it's us as a management to how do we play our part as we coach them to adhere our company's work environment.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, do you apply any OB skills in your management practices?
Management practice, yes, I.
Yeah.
For our management practices, we practice that we call that integrity in ourselves in management, as in we have to be honorable and also be responsible for our management decision. Because whichever management decision that we make is like a direction that leads to a company's direction. At the same time, with this integrity um, in health in our management, it means like we set sort of like a base to our subordinates, or we call that help our employees that this management is serious in taking care of the company. At the same time, they are serious in uh, for the company's welfare, as in they feel that the employees are well taken care of with this such a serious, I would say that in management with good integrity, as in they feel that they feel there's job security that leads them to maybe hopefully they will get will have a loyalty, that loyalty with from the employees to maybe to stay with the company further.
Yep.
It's something that for the employees to look up with this such respectable management.
Okay, thank you. So, any company policies on your OB practices?
They are set as for there are several companies company policies we set for finance, because I'm exposed to finance policies. So there are, as far as the key important policies are our staff would code of conducts, our staff would finance and finance policies, as well our staff would compliance matter. These are the three key areas that we have to really follow in our daily work, especially our compliance staff work compliance area, whereby we have an annual internal audit that will really review to see our process, reporting process, to make sure that they really comply to every of our set rules and regulations made by our staff group of policies.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so okay, now is a norm that okay we can like normally we can heard a lot of okay company complaints about like organizational behavioral problems. Okay, so
Yes.
I think it's quite common. So have you encountered any instances of organizational behavioral problems in your company?
Actually, I have several organizational behavior OB problems.
Okay.
The most common one would be the punctuality.
Oh, punctuality.
Yes.
Okay, so can you briefly explain how punctuality is a behavioral is a behavioral problem in your company?
Based on my experience, I have one subordinate, which is someone that I hired for 4 months already.
Okay.
But somehow in my company policy, um, we have to set a 3 months probation for the staff before the staff is get confirmed. So in the first week, I noticed the staff having a punctuality issue in the way that the person arrives 30 minutes later than our normal usual working hours, which is like 9 a.m. We start work at 9 a.m. But then somehow my this new joiner, which comes around 9:30, 9:40, in a way that for the past one week now, which I feel that it's a bit weird in the way that usually when someone joins a new company, the person will be very much early and very much on time. But somehow I have such misfortunate events. So that's why after 1 week, I hide my consent to the person, as in because I highlight to the person in a way that we have such a company policy that we have to maybe office on time, so that we can deliver maybe I would say that we follow our compliance issue matters really seriously.
Yep.
So I my concern to the person and the way that we really getting really serious before this matter brings to a bigger issue, right? So before that, I just try to understand what's the problem that the person arriving late to work, maybe has a change in working environment because since like 1 week already. So really, I think so. Every person has a different adaptability ability of one person. So I just but so the person just informed me that he is a he that he has some difficulty in adapting a new environment. Maybe that jam. So I just highlight that you know that this is jam. So you have to improve your time management to and how do you want to depart early from your home.
Okay, so why do you think this problem occur?
I would say that this problem occur in the because there's no stern and firm communication that I give to the to the person as in how serious I'm actually take the punctuality very serious. So once after my counseling with the person, which is I make myself firm that I take things very seriously now, and so I get the respect from the employee that the person they will commit himself to me that will arrive earlier.
Okay, is that the way you solve it, or you have another solution for this kind of problem?
Yeah, it's my way of getting solved verbally before any written black and white communication is done. Then will be like something very serious.
Oh, okay. So is there another solution for this kind of case?
There will be a yes, there will be another solution in the way that if my verbal counseling does not comes effectively, then I will come to my written counseling, as in everything will be black and white, and then signed and acknowledged by the staff. And so after each of the documentation is done, as in I give maybe like a 2 weeks kind of workout plan, as in within this workout plan, the person have to commit the time, and if it's not, then I have to issue a warning letter to the person, as in our company is really taking on your opportunity very seriously.
Does you collaborate with your HR department to handle such cases?
Yes, we have to before we come up with a warning letter, we will sit down with the staff, as in to get things counseled, because I've done my part as a finance manager to communicate my explanation. Then I will before the warning letter been issued, when we sit down together with the HR personnel, and so our staff is in maybe like in the meeting room, which consists of 3 of us, and then we raise our concern to make sure that we are on the same page. Because HR is like a representative, maybe as a council welfare middle person between our management and the staff, so that they can represent well enough.
Okay. Uh, so, okay, is the solution effective or not?
You mean
How you solve the punctuality issue by your way?
yeah, thank God it's until by my way, as in before the warning letter was issued. So which means I would say that the employee really gives I mean like respected my work ethics and my work style, as in making things firm and set my goals across clearly.
Okay, so is there other organizational behavioral problems you found in your company?
Apart from punctuality, there will be a stress, just as in because different people they have a different way of how do they accept stress. So I have another stuff that when it comes to me that I voicing out the person's concern on. I've been giving too much workload to the person, and which means that the person is under stress. So in the way that I try to understand what is the which key areas that the person is in stress of, as in which job scope that the person is having some stress. So as in the person is having difficulties in understanding our credit, our creditors, because we have different creditors which have a different work style of attitude towards us. So that's why I have such problem with my employee which is having a stress in the way that I would say that it's like a management, the person's management to how do we deal with our creditors. That's why when the person is being new to the environment, or maybe there's a new kind of challenges they face, so I will tend to, that's why I will grab myself to the root of the problem with that stuff, and then to understand, and at the same time I share maybe my first job employment when I face this such encounter, how do I deal with it, and that's why I share my difficulties, and also everything we have to take things step by step, and then to see ourselves, and so to analyze well which key areas to tackle one by one. Everything will be solved. Eventually, everything will be solved. I just need to give the confidence, to instill the confidence in my staff company. I mean, your employee to handle the stress management well.
Okay, is there any like some sort of stress management program in your company for your staffs to
Yes,
attend?
we call it Starwood work ethics training.
Oh, okay.
We
Can
provide
you
such.
describe it?
We have this training like once in half a year, which is twice a year, first half and second half. This Starwood work ethics training, we provide, we drill the staff as in my presentation, which this presentation is like building up our self-confidence. At the same time, we have our top management, CEO and CFO comes in into this training, then to how to say, they were able to give, instill and also share it's like a motivational talk by our CFO to our employees, to give them a sense of belief and so a sense of belonging to the company, and also to more like how do we motivate ourselves whenever we are under stress.
Oh, okay. To make you satisfied of your job, no? You
Yeah.
got your job satisfaction.
That's correct. And so really a really important area to get, because whenever we are satisfied with our job, we eventually be happy with the job, and also we are able to commit naturally to the job.
Okay. Okay. So I've heard that three-way communications is very important. So does it apply in your company?
Three-way as in I would say that within the management, and so HR, and so our subordinates. Eventually, I don't practice such we call it impromptu meetup with the employees. We see how the employee goes, how the employees progress. Maybe like after every 3 months that we it's like a 3 month program that we try to um, make ourselves available for our employees.
Okay.
It's something like we work together with our HR, so that it's a way that it's a win-win situation for us as well. We want to know what's the current market trend in the employees, so we set up this three-way communication. At the same time, we're able to gauge what is the current job market. I mean, what is the current employees trends like? What do they expect, and what do they want from our management, and what do they want from the company?
Oh, okay. Thank you. So, is there any other like behavioral problems you encountered?
Apart from stress, punctuality.
How about is commitment important? Your job commitment.
my job commitment.
Means like the behavior of like job commitment. Is it important in a company?
Yes, definitely. But then this job commitment will be monitored based on our annual evaluation. We have an annual evaluation. We call it key performance indicator, where we prepare for each of our level of our staffs, as in um, the entry level, employee level, management level, then the top CEO level. Each of them we have set goals to achieve annually.
Oh, okay. So job commitment is very important.
Yes.
Very important OB in your practices, your management
Yes.
practice. Okay, so I think I will stop here. Okay, thank you very much, and I will terminate this conversation.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.